won an event back just a few months ago with a mono red deck. Today he's rocking the Valakut list. He actually said he was planning on playing mono red, but since Patrick Sullivan won last week in New Jersey, he decided to go with something that maybe the metagame wasn't as prepared to hate out.
Mm-hmm.
And it took him all the way to the finals and possibly further. So we're going to see what happens here. There's Edgar Flores. Recently a level 5 mage, as recent as the last match he played, right?
Yeah.
He actually went from level 0 or level 1 to level 5 in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like absolutely crazy how...
It's completely awesome.
Yeah. This guy is, and I kept saying it yesterday, he's a master. Like,
yeah.
At least for the past 3 weeks, he's on a heater, right?
Yeah.
He's on fire, like, with this deck. He's basically taken the Callblade deck that Ben Stark used to win Pro Tour Paris, and made some very slight modifications to it, just some tweaks here and there, and run it 3 weeks in a row.
Right, when he hasn't given in to the splash,
Exactly.
He had to mulligan to 6 here, but typically he said his mana is a lot more consistent than, because he said the mana bases in those decks just don't hold up that well.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the reasons he wanted to stick with this, is because he would rather be more consistent. So.
Right, so Joey plays a Valakut and passes, and Edgar plays a Celestial Colonnade. Colonnade, tomatoes, lettuce. Same difference. Joey plays a Forest and drops down a Lotus Cobra. Edgar plays a Seachrome Coast and passes back to Joey.
So yeah, one of the things that Edgar was saying was, he did want to have a more consistent mana base. So, and he also felt like Tectonic Edge was a way to combat those mana bases that aren't as consistent in the other Callblade decks. But
sure.
Here, it's obviously Tectonic Edge is obviously a key card to take out Valakut.
Right, absolutely.
Obviously the namesake of the Valakut deck.
Right.
And he also main decks Sword of Body in Mind to basically just for the Valakut matchup, for the potential mill of too many mountains for them to ever get the Valakut online.
Sure.
So
last turn Joey played a mountain, played a Lotus Cobra, and then played an Overgrown Battlement, attacked with the Cobra, taking Edgar to 18, and Edgar came back with a Colonnade and passed the turn. Colony Heart Expedition. Did I say he played a Lotus Cobra? Anyway, he played a Colony Heart Expedition that got mana leaked.
Right.
If I said something else.
So, on paper, Game 1 looks like Edgar Flores is pretty well set up to have good game against Valakut.
Right.
But we did see him lose Game 1 yesterday.
Sure did.
In the quarterfinals against another Valakut matchup, where basically the reason the Callblade deck is good against Valakut is that it has the early pressure and also has things like Tectonic Edge.
Right.
His opponent kept him off that early pressure with double bolt every time he tried to equip his creatures with the swords.
I wonder what he has in his hand. He just he played a mountain, added a mana, attacked with a Cobra, and then just passed the turn. So Edgar plays a Plains and days away the Battlement and the Cobra, assuming that Joey isn't going to play something in response here. Which he is.
Yeah. He's going to go with the Harrow, yeah.
Yep. Charging up 2 forests.
Getting his getting things set up for his next turn, even though after Edgar blew a Day of Judgment,
right,
he kind of feels like the coast is clear for a Titan. So.
Yeah, seems that way.
But yeah, so in the semifinals, the reason Edgar lost that Game 1 is he was kept off of his early pressure. There's
Down comes the mountain and the Titan.
And the Tectonic Edge is that the Tectonic Edge that he had in play, he had to use it for mana because his opponent actually Terrastodoned 3 of his lands.
That's right.
So Joey looks like he's in good shape at the moment.
Grabbed a second Valakut and a Mountain with the Titan. So next turn he can get that Valakut online.
And there's a second Day
Or
of Judgment. And that's kind of...
that happened.
I was wondering about that myself because I felt like, you know, obviously... Ooh,
A third Valakut and a Summoning Trap.
Yeah. Well, like
Wow.
I said, yeah, things are right now looking like, wow.
And another
right into
Titan.
a
That's
Titan.
going to go... That's just going to stone kill him, right?
It's,
Yeah. That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to do the math there, but not. I just
explosive
waited.
there
They
from
scoop
Joey.
it up. Yeah. That was just saw exactly what he needed. And this is again what we were saying a minute ago. Kept him off his early pressure and got rid of the Tectonic Edge. Well, this time Edgar didn't see Tectonic Edge
Right.
and didn't play the early pressure.
No.
So you know those are the ways this deck can combat Valakut. But if it doesn't have it, then you know it's not not as
Right.
strong. Now, of course.
Sometimes you just don't have all the answers.
Right. I think Edgar felt like he was in a safe place to play the first Day of Judgment because he had a second, he had a backup.
Right.
But of course, Joey has a backup Titan right on, you know, within the top 7.
I got backups for your backups.
Exactly. So Edgar talked to us last night. I don't know how much sleep he got since his semifinals appearance, but
He was definitely up when I went to bed last night.
Yeah.
So considering I got about 4 hours of sleep, I guess he can got roughly the same.
yeah, that's that's significant though because I think prior to last night he had only slept maybe 4 hours.
6 hours.
6
I think,
hours
instead of,
in
like
3 days or
Yeah,
something.
so fatigue could be setting in here.
Yeah.
Not making any excuses for it.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's a factor, right? I mean, maybe
Of course.
it could make him play better. Who knows?
Yeah.
You never.
Like I was saying yesterday, some of my best tournaments have been like off of little to no sleep.
Yeah, doesn't actually make any sense, and I'm sure it's got to be variance, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's got to be just some kind of coincidence, but
Deck choice. Because I know
one of them was Super Friends last year, wasn't it?
No, I think I got a good amount of sleep for that, but Mythic. I was playing
That's right, I
Mythic
remember
like
that.
right after it was played at like what was it, Pro Tour or something
Yeah,
like that.
I think where's
Block Pro
V?
Tour.
Yeah.
And like the next day, like went to a tournament on like 0 sleep and won it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, quite a different feat. I think how many rounds were in that tournament? 4, you know,
probably 5. But,
Okay.
And then top 8, you know.
about half as long as this tournament.
Right, but still, when I remember like when I won, I looked at my watch and I was like, yeah, I've been up for 36 hours right
Yeah.
now.
So, yeah, let's take a look at the deck list, which we don't have in front of us, but I'll bring them
Oh,
up
yeah, you got the top
on.
eights on
We
there.
have them up on Star City.
Yeah.
So for those of you guys who want to, take a look at the deck list along with us, you go to StarCityGames.com and click the link with the picture of Hero of Bladehold, the Star City Games Open Series coverage link.
The better of the two artworks, frankly.
I agree. No, we actually do. We actually are giving away some premium. We do the 6 month and the 1 year.
That's true.
premium. So let's. Why don't you want to give away some 6 months of premium right now?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
You
why
got
not?
a question? Yeah, you think of a question? Get one.
How many consecutive top 8s is this for Edgar Flores
Okay.
in Star City Games Opens?
And you tweet that at hashtag SCG Premium. I will be tweeting this. What's it? Yeah.
Win 6 or 12 months? I'm just kidding. Put a question mark at the end of months. No, I'm just kidding. So 2 winners will be picked from your answers, and they are picked randomly. Someone asked yesterday, they were like, "Oh, I got my answer in like 10 seconds faster than anyone else." I was
Right.
like, he's like, "I thought I was cool." I was like, "I thought I was slick," and I was like, "You are slick, but you don't win." Okay, so Edgar leads off with a Celestial Colonnade and passes. And then Joey plays a Terramorphic Expanse. Edgar sees his edge this game
Yeah,
and drops a Stoneforge Mystic turn 2. So here's that early pressure we were talking about.
Yeah, and he's got both. Obviously he can't edge yet, but he does have the edge.
He has it,
and he's got his pressure. So
he probably feels really good about that.
There's sort of body and mind.
Yeah, which he said is his go-to
for Valakut. Yeah. So Edgar's apparently also planning to play Legacy today.
Yeah.
He's trying to learn that format because now that he's a level 5 mage, he has a very good incentive to play both days.
Right.
And not just by making the finals.
For sure.
Finals, or usually the semifinals, are played on the second day as well.
Yeah, that's an instant level up too for him, right? So he can enter the Legacy for free today, right? I guess. I don't know how fast it levels up, but I'm guessing that's true. So Joey plays the second mountain and passes back, and Edgar comes back with a Glacial Fortress.
Yeah, which comes into play tapped, notably.
True.
Edgar looks like he's got some definite permission in his hand, which is another good thing we saw yesterday, where his Valakut opponent, played Explore, and he Spell Pierced it, Oracle of Moldiah, and he Mana Leaked it, and just could not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially since Joey led off with Mountain, it probably meant that he did not have green source, which is vital for the Valakut deck. So Edgar vials in his sort of body and mind end of turn, puts it on, and swings through.
All right, so here we go.
Now this could be brutal if he flips over some forests.
It's the mountains he wants to hit. Oh, two of the Valakuts.
Two Valakuts
and a mountain.
And something that would find him a green mana on top there.
And also a 2/2 wolf there, just to add a little bit to the pressure.
Yeah. So 2 Valakuts are gone, and so Joey's got a forest now. And he's got a Spell Pierce. I think.
Yeah. I think he definitely does. And so Joey goes with exactly.
And he has to sacrifice the land too.
Yeah, no, he's playing around the Spell Pierce. Obviously not a problem. Lotus Cobra doesn't have a problem with Spell Pierce.
Right.
Those two guys, they don't ever get involved. So
yeah, but that guy with the sword has no problem with Lotus Cobra
either. That's true. So he says, "You want your Cobra to tussle with my wolf, or you just want to take some damage?" But
here comes another 10.
Here's another 10 cards, and notably, we've seen 3 forests. There's the other 2 Valakuts.
All 4 Valakuts are now in the graveyard. That seems brutal.
And there's an oust for the Lotus Cobra. Whoa! I mean, I don't even. It's all over but the crying, right?
Basically,
Adrian Sullivan.
There you go, Adrian. No doubt. Don't think there's much of a way he can come back from this. I mean, his win conditions in his graveyard.
Right. Valakuts with no Valakut is kind of.
It's like when I cited out Pyromancer Ascension, playing Pyromancer Ascension. I was like,
I don't know if it's even like that.
I was like, if it's in the name of the deck, I should probably not cite it out.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, so it looks like it'll be an Oracle. No,
there's a Koth. Koth can still do pretty well, but Spell Pierced.
And yeah, again, that's basically game here.
It really doesn't. I mean, obviously, Valakut does play some 6/6s.
There is Terastodon.
Terastodon, Koth again was an option, but here comes
another 10.
Another 10 cards, and there's 3 mountains. Not that the mountains matter anymore. They were in a Titan.
A lot of summoning traps in the graveyard.
Yeah, we've definitely seen some summoning traps go.
Yeah, he's just going to put the pressure on with these.
Edgar has absolutely no reason to play any spells right now.
He's stuck on 3 lands.
Yeah. Or at least it looks like he is. I mean,
I don't see anything
else. I don't see any lands in his hand, although it's it's not clear if he even has any.
Right.
So. And there's a Forest and an Inferno Titan. So
Inferno Titan will get canceled.
Yeah.
And he's going to pick him up.
I think. I don't think he had any chance. Even with the Inferno Titan, I think things were looking grim because.
Yeah.
Although the sworded up, or the sword doesn't protect from red, so that Titan could have protected him from that particular disaster. But
true, but I mean, Edgar had a full grip, and he had
he had the counter magic.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I mean, counter magic is the other trump for Valakut, being able to counter all of their ramp spells.
Yeah.
is huge.
And especially when you see that like the player's having trouble getting onto his mana, you know, getting set up.
You just kick him
being
while
able
he's
to,
down.
yeah,
pretty
exactly.
much,
Being
you know?
able to really just abuse that and make him suffer. So we're going to game 3 here.
Yeah, changing things up a little bit.
So we definitely saw that he brought in the ousts.
Yeah, those are blazing fast 2 games. I mean, have we've been live for 20 minutes, you know,
Yeah, those
if
games-
that. I mean, that was maybe 15 minutes of actual game time.
No, you're picking one.
That's the other thing about Call Blade is it seems like it's pretty forgiving, like to the clock, for like a
Yeah.
control deck, you know, because
It does, because of the pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, people say it's like
again,
a fish
it's,
deck.
well, like I was saying yesterday, it's like, you know, it's like it's got like, you know, its finishers come down on like turn 2 and 3.
Yeah.
You know, and just keep putting pressure on.
To be fair, it's kind of like a half a finisher comes down on turn 2 and the other half comes down on turn
There
3,
you go,
and
there
they
you go.
combine
Yeah.
to Voltron into
There,
a finisher. Right?
Voltron, that's what I'm talking about. It's great.
Or if more recent, maybe Captain Planet. Not much more recent, but still, our powers combined.
Yeah, I always hated Heart.
Makes me too. I was just like, come on, really?
You couldn't think of one more cool superpower?
It's like
really?
Earth,
Heart?
Wind, Water, Fire. Was Hot Fire one? I can't remember.
Yeah,
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
yeah. So there was that band.
That band, and then Water, and then
Yeah.
Heart. I mean, they could have just said trees or something, and it would have been better than Heart.
For those of you who've been watching this broadcast all weekend, you probably would figure that I would have preferred that the 5th power be professional wrestling, but
Yeah, all weekend I can't get you to stop. Well, you just don't stop talking about CM Punk, and I don't even know who that is. But I mean, it's like, so I was gonna tell you, CM Punk this and CM Punk that.
I was gonna send CM Punk a tweet. There's a expansion to a church being built, and I was gonna send to him coming soon, Faith. Because he always talks about faith. So anyway, Joey plays a colony garden and gets his plants on the ground. Plants on the ground, and Edgar plays a island and passes back. Joey gets a mountain down and drops a Colony Heart Expedition, to which Edgar does not have the Spell Pierce.
Right, would have been a nice place for a Spell Pierce. But he does have his early pressure.
Stoneforge is going to get that Sword of Body and Mind, because I doubt Sylvok Life Staff is very relevant here.
No, I have a feeling he sided out the life staff. For those of you just joining us, I'm Joey Pasco here with
Big
Big
Head
Head
Joe.
Joe. Yeah, we're in the
What's up?
booth covering the finals match for the StarCityGames.com Standard Open Series here in Memphis. We'll be hitting some legacy matchups later today. I'm excited for that. But right now we've got an exciting match, tied up, each player with 1 game. Joey took game 1 and Edgar took game 2. And we're going to see game 3. These guys battle it out for the title.
Joey plays a mountain, gets a counter on his Colony Heart Expedition,
Wait, it's not nowhere near.
and appears to be going for Harrow. And he sacrifices the Colony Garden. He's going to go for some combination of 2 forests, or
Forest
and yeah,
Mountain.
he's going to probably get the other forest with
Yeah.
the Colony Heart, unless he's using it to set up, you know, a big Valakut. Depends. He also could be setting up a Primeval Titan, you know.
Yeah, I would expect the Titan.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's the Harrow. You could even squeeze in an Explorer here if he had it.
Yeah. Looks like he didn't though.
Nope.
So Edgar looks like he sided in his Sun Titan.
Sure did.
Notably, that helps the Tectonic Edge plan.
Yeah, at least late game,
Yeah,
which sometimes doesn't seem like there is much of a late game against Valakut.
that's true. But
if they have an explosive enough start.
he does have that that in his deck as a potential edge.
Yeah.
You know, no pun intended. All right, so there's a Lotus Cobra. Edgar, yeah, thinks about it for a second. Says, "Oh, he's just vialing in the Well, on the sword. Yeah, why is Joey's life total say 10?
Oh, it's still the same from last game.
Yeah. Just,
And both players are still at 20 life here.
I don't know what's in Edgar's hand, but Joey is certainly not stumbling like he was last game. There's a tectonic edge. That'll help things.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's going to equip the sword, swing in, and see, does Joey have the bolt? Actually, the bolt's not going to help. Sorry, I'm thinking of Squadron Hawk. If he had the bolt, he would have needed to use it at the time of equip. So there's
Some pretty powerful cards there in the graveyard.
three mountains at least.
Yeah,
I saw
I
3
believe so.
mountains, 2 tectonic edge. I'm sorry, I keep saying tectonic edge, and I mean
Terramorphic
terramorphic expanse. Koth.
There's an Inferno Titan and a Koth in there.
Yeah, there's an oust for the Lotus Cobra. That's big. I believe Joey has another Koth in his hand. I think does he play 2 Koths?
I believe so, yeah.
We did watch him yesterday in a feature match earlier on, and notably, yeah, he does have the 2 Koths. So I believe he has the second one in his hand.
Koth's a card I think I want to play a little more.
Yeah.
I got to play with it in the sideboard of Valakut. Not Valakut, sorry. The sideboard of Pyromancers. And it's so strong. Yeah, it's so powerful to drop it down and get in with a 4-power guy, or 4-power mountain.
Pretty much.
Pretty great. So
Cobra ousted.
still no
Edgar's-
targets for the Tectonic Edge.
Yeah, no targets for Tech Edge. No way to use it at the moment either. Until he untaps.
Well, sure.
But we did we see? We saw 3 mountains go in that mill.
Yeah.
And again, Edgar said this is why Sword of Body and Mind is in his main deck.
Right.
It's his go-to for the Mystic. And we saw it basically. It was why he won Game 2, or at least a big part of why he won Game 2. The other part was Joey stumbling a little bit on green mana early in the game, and then Edgar using that opportunity to.
Now Joey has a big opening here, and I can see he has Primeval Titan in his hand. So
Right.
things,
Yeah. Where's the wolf token?
That's a good question.
Rashad, can you tell them the wolf token's missing? You know what I mean? He got a wolf from hitting with the Body and Mind, and it's not there. So there's the Koth.
The mountain gets in there for 4.
Yeah, which notably, Edgar may have blocked that with the wolf. May have decided to, but I think at the
I don't
moment
think he would have this early.
maybe not. I'm just saying, like,
Although, every life point is pretty precious against Valakut.
right? He that isn't a May.
Okay, he does have the wolf token now, so.
Right, exactly. It just says you put. It doesn't say you may put. It's not a may.
Joey's in the tank here, facing down a Tumble Magnet and a Koth.
You mean Edgar's in the tank?
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Not what you said.
It's not what I said. That's what I meant.
So,
Oh, he's got some.
I think that die there is a plant. No, I was going to say, where's the Call Me Garden? There's no plant there, but there's just a.
There is a plant.
Is there?
There's
What's
a plant. The Colony Garden was sacrificed to Harrow.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. There is still a plant on the board.
That's
I hate
again.
people use dice.
Right.
Oust the plant token.
Yeah. Put it second from the top.
I think he's gonna get in. I think he's trying to get Koth down a little bit. I've always felt like you hit Koth once and you buy a turn. You're buy like enough time to make him not hit his ultimate.
Right. Exactly.
Usually that's sufficient.
Comes a Squadron Hawk to get the Squadron Flock, and I believe he's gonna get all 3 here. I think his hand's a little light. He's got room for some birds.
For those of you
he
birding
just
this
get
match, got two, yeah. He might have another one in here.
Yeah, that's true.
For those of you birding this match online, we're watching the finals of the StarCityGames.com Standard Open Series here in Memphis, Tennessee. This is Big Head Joe here with Joey Pasco. And we've got Edgar Flores here playing Blue-White Call Blade against Joey Mispagel playing Valakut. Game 3.
And we've got a game here.
Yeah, we do.
Now, Edgar has hit with that, connected with that sort of body and mind on the Stoneforge Mystic once, so, and milled at least 3 mountains.
Right. Now, Joey does have a Primeval Titan in hand, so, although Edgar at this point does have Mana Leak Mana up.
Right. Joey only runs 11 mountains main deck. Not
Okay.
only, but he runs 11 mountains main deck, so that means he's got 8 left,
Right.
Total between his library, hand, and board.
More
Obviously,
importantly,
he's got,
I think he has, like, I mean, it looks like he has, if he had a Valakut out, he has, like, only 2 mountains that'll actually deal damage, right? Or he could potentially use 4 if he brings out 2 at the same time with the Valakut on the board, you know?
I think I see what you're saying. He's got Edgar has a tech edge up right now, so basically Joey can't count on that first Valakut to do.
Sure. First Valakut's basically no, you know.
Well, he's going to lose it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So.
Of course. And Edgar does have an Oust in hand, so if a Primeval Titan comes down here, it'll search up.
It doesn't look like Primeval Titan, but that's a nice little target for Oust too. Although at this point in the game, it's not as juicy. Oh, so he just added mana with Cough.
Okay.
So he is going with with a Titan plan.
And he's got the Mana Leak Mana up too.
Yeah, that is significant.
But now Joey can just hold this up and edge one of the Valakuts that comes down.
Right, but it's still gonna hit him. Yeah, 2 Valakuts.
He can edge the one, and then he can oust the Titan before he can get it online.
Right.
Obviously, if he has a Harrow in hand or something, he can get it online next turn anyway.
So, did he add mana with the Cobra when he dropped it? No, I guess not.
No.
Edge for the Valakut, end of turn.
Or if he did, it was irrelevant.
Right, but I think Edgar has a Sun Titan in hand, although he can't cast it right now.
Right, not for...
But that is a way for him to get back the Tectonic Edge he just used. I think right now he probably ousts that Titan to slow Joey down. The other problem is...
He's got a second edge in hand, too. I believe. I think I saw that. I might be wrong.
So there's a Tumble Magnet on the Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, that is the second edge in his hand.
Oh, yeah, I think he just top decked that. I couldn't tell, but...
Pretty sweet. Must be nice, Edgar Flores.
Right, so drop his... Oh, but he's tapping it for a Jace. Okay, so it's an interesting play.
What?
I feel like... did he...
He does have the oust for
Yeah.
the Titan again, so...
Right, but, I guess it seems to me that,
But,
I just want to get rid of those Valakuts.
No, he doesn't have oust. Never mind.
Wow,
I thought
okay.
he did.
So
okay.
that was why
2
he
Mana
didn't do
Leak,
that.
Day of Judgment,
Must have been...
Stoneforge Mystic in his head.
Okay, must have been
Good morning, Magic players.
a mistake
I'd
there.
like to welcome you to
And
today's
there's a second Valakut for
StarCityGames.com
Joey.
Open Weekend Day 2. If you're interested
And a
in signing up
second
for the
Titan.
Legacy
Oh
Open,
my
we
gosh.
are taking
That
signs for that event.
seems
My good friend
pretty
Miss Megan
brutal.
Stevens,
Yeah.
Mrs. Megan Stevens, is taking signups over here at the event stage. Entry fee is $30. Please line up in an orderly fashion with your name and your DCI number. If you are interested in competing in our draft open, we will be extending signups for that event until
Russell
9:30.
Tasker, by the way, says
You can sign up with my good
his
friend,
answer to our
Mr.
question
Best
was like 25 or something. He's
Right.
ridiculous.
over here at the side event stage. Entry fee for that event is $30. We will run that event
This is...
whether we fill it or not. Right now it is not full. We
He's
have
probably
plenty
really
of spots
regretting
remaining.
not
We'd
killing
really
the
love to
first
sign up.
Valakut, or the second Valakut at this
Yeah,
point.
that's what I was surprised that he... I understand he wanted... It looks like he wants Spell Pierce mana up. I don't even know that he has a Spell
He
Pierce.
doesn't have
but,
Spell Pierce.
He wants that Jace. Not that he would have... He wouldn't have had the Jace. He had to choose between Tectonic Edge and Jace.
That's
and he
basically
went
going to
with
be game
Jace.
right here. He's going to drop 2 mountains, and that's going to be it. There we are.
Yeah,
And Joey Mispagel
takes
is
it down
your,
with Valakut.
Yeah, he's your StarCityGames.com Standard Open Series champion.
So that's his second one.
Yeah.
First one with red deck wins.
Wow.
Takes down Edgar Flores. So Edgar's just going to have to do it again next week and do, top 8 and actually win next week.
Well, he keeps getting closer and closer.
Well, no, actually, he made the semis and then the quarters.
Sure.
Then lost in the quarters. Now he lost in the finals. So he's made every accomplishment you can make in the top 8 besides taking the entire thing down.
Right.
So that's just next on his list.